Have you ever wondered just how vast the universe really is? It's a question that has sparked curiosity and fascination in humans for millennia. When we gaze into the inky blackness of the night sky, speckled with countless pinpricks of light, it's hard not to feel a sense of awe and wonder. Let's try to fathom the size of our universe. Picture the Earth, our home, which feels so large to us, yet, in the grand scheme of things, it's but a speck of dust. Our Milky Way galaxy alone contains hundreds of billions of stars, and it's just one among billions of galaxies. And here's the real mean bender. The universe is still expanding, stretching out into what appears to be infinite space. The enormity of the cosmos is hard to wrap our minds around, a testament to the grandeur of the natural world. So, how do we begin to comprehend the enormity of the cosmos? Imagine, if you will, a grain of sand, a tiny speck, right? Now, picture a vast, sprawling beach stretching as far as the eye can see. This beach, with its countless grains of sand, is a fitting metaphor for our universe. And that single grain of sand, that's ours. That's Earth. It's a humbling thought, isn't it? We, on our little grain of sand, are just a tiny part of an immeasurably larger whole. The universe is vast, so vast that the distances and scales involved are almost beyond human comprehension. But let's try to simplify it. Imagine that each grain of sand on our metaphorical beach represents a galaxy. Not a planet, but a galaxy. A galaxy like our own Milky Way, home to hundreds of billions of stars. This is the scale we're dealing with when we talk about the universe. Now, picture our grain of sand, our Earth, tucked away in one of those galaxies. We are not at the center, nor at the edge. Rather, we're somewhat off to the side, in a relatively quiet neighborhood of the Milky Way. In this vast cosmic ocean, our position might seem insignificant, but that's not the case, because every grain of sand, every star, every galaxy plays a role in the grand scheme of the universe. Each one is a piece of the puzzle, a note in the cosmic symphony. It's a mind-boggling concept, isn't it? The sheer scale of the universe can make us feel small, even insignificant, but it also highlights the wonder and the beauty of our existence. We are part of something far greater, far more complex, and far more fascinating than we can fully comprehend. And yet, despite our seemingly small place in the universe, we have the ability to understand and explore it. We have the capacity to ask questions, to seek answers, and to marvel at the mystery and beauty of the cosmos. Now that we've grasped our place, let's delve into the concept of the expanding universe. The universe is not static, it's changing, growing. To grasp the concept of an expanding universe, imagine blowing up a balloon. As you inflate it, the surface expands, and any points drawn on the balloon move farther apart. Just like that balloon, our universe is also stretching out, with galaxies moving away from each other. This idea of an expanding universe is not just a wild guess, but a theory backed by solid scientific evidence. It all began with the Big Bang, an event that took place around 14 billion years ago. Picture the universe as a tiny, dense, and hot point. Then, in an instant, it started to expand rapidly, creating everything we see today: galaxies, stars, planets, and even life itself. The Big Bang theory is supported by several observations. For instance, when we look out into the universe, we find that galaxies are moving away from us. But how exactly do we know this? Well, this is where the Doppler effect comes into play. The Doppler effect is a phenomenon we often experience in our everyday lives. When an ambulance passes by, you might notice that the pitch of the siren changes, becoming higher as it approaches and lower as it moves away. This happens because the sound waves get compressed as the ambulance approaches and stretched as it moves away. Similarly, light from galaxies also experiences the Doppler effect. When a galaxy moves away from us, its light gets stretched into longer, redder wavelengths. This shift towards red, known as redshift, is a key piece of evidence for the expanding universe. By observing the redshift of distant galaxies, scientists have concluded that the universe is indeed getting larger. As we delve deeper into the cosmos, we come to realize that change and growth are fundamental aspects of our universe. Even as you're listening to this, galaxies are moving, stars are forming, and the universe is expanding, with the universe constantly growing. What does this mean for us? Well, that's a question we'll continue to explore as we journey further into the mysteries of the cosmos. As the universe expands, we're not just spectators, we're participants. We're not just floating on a rock in the vast cosmic sea, we are an integral part of the grand cosmic ballet. Let's talk about how the expansion of the universe impacts us and our planet. It might seem like such a distant, abstract concept, yet it's closer to home than you might think. You see, the universe isn't expanding into a pre-existing space. Instead, space itself is stretching, with everything in it. That includes us, our planet, even the atoms that make up our bodies. Yet, despite this, we don't feel stretched or distorted. That's because the forces that bind us, like gravity and electromagnetism, are much stronger than the force of cosmic expansion at our scale. It's a bit like being on a ship in the middle of a stormy sea. The ship might be tossed about by the waves, but if you're inside the ship, protected by its walls, you might not feel the storm's full force. Now, consider the concept of cosmic background radiation. This is the afterglow of the Big Bang, the echo of the universe's birth. It's everywhere, permeating all of space, and we're a part of it. Every second, particles from this radiation are passing through us, interacting with our bodies. We are literally soaked in the history of the cosmos. This makes us not just observers of the universe's expansion, but an integral part of it. We're caught in this cosmic dance, moving with the rhythm of the universe. It's a humbling thought, isn't it? We're not just tiny, insignificant specks in the vastness of the cosmos. We're part of the cosmos, woven into its fabric. So, remember this, we're not just in the universe, but the universe is in us. We carry the universe within us, in every atom of our bodies. We are, in a very real sense, children of the cosmos. And this, dear friends, is our place in the universe. With every second that ticks by, our universe expands. But what does the future hold? That's a question that has been puzzling scientists, philosophers, and laymen alike for centuries. Let's look at a couple of theories that attempt to predict the grand finale of our universe. First up, we have the Big Freeze theory. This concept is based on the idea that as the universe expands, it's also cooling down. Now, imagine a time billions upon billions of years from now. The stars have exhausted their nuclear fuel, galaxies drift apart, and everything gradually cools to absolute zero. At this point, the universe becomes a dark, desolate, and incredibly cold place. It's a chilling prospect, isn't it? Then there's the Big Crunch theory. This is essentially the opposite of the Big Freeze. According to this theory, there will come a point when the universe will stop expanding. When that happens, gravity will take over and pull everything back together. Picture a universe collapsing in on itself. leading to a cosmic implosion. All matter, all energy, everything we know would be crushed into an infinitely dense point. It's like winding back the clock to just before the Big Bang, but with a potentially cataclysmic end. Of course, these are just theories. There's also the possibility of a big rip, where the universe's expansion accelerates to such an extent that everything from galaxies to atoms is torn apart. Or perhaps the universe could bounce, collapsing and then expanding again in a never-ending cycle of rebirth. These might sound like science fiction, but they're based on our current understanding of physics and cosmology. The truth is, we're still learning, still exploring, and still trying to fathom the mysteries of our universe. While the future remains uncertain, one thing is clear. Our universe is a fascinating place. Despite our knowledge, the universe still holds many secrets. Our journey so far has revealed the vastness of the cosmos, our place within it, its expansion, and its possible future. But let's not be fooled. We're just scratching the surface of the cosmic enigma. One of the most intriguing questions that baffles scientists today is the enigma of dark matter. This mysterious substance, invisible to our telescopes, is believed to make up about 85% of the matter in the universe. We know it's there because of the gravitational effects it has on galaxies and galaxy clusters. But what it is, where it comes from, and how it behaves remains a mystery. And then there's dark energy. This elusive force is thought to be the reason behind the universe's accelerating expansion. It's a concept so abstract, so contrary to our understanding of physics, that it leaves even the brightest minds flabbergasted. Dark energy is estimated to constitute around 70% of the total energy in the universe, yet we know so little about it. Let's not forget. The question of life beyond Earth, the universe is a vast place with billions of galaxies, each housing billions of stars. It's eyes up. Is it possible that we are the only life forms in this grand cosmic theatre? The answer remains elusive. And what about the ultimate fate of the universe? Will it continue to expand forever, or will it eventually collapse back onto itself in a big crunch? Theories abound, but we're still far from a definitive answer. These unanswered questions, and many more, highlight the paradox of our knowledge. The more we learn about the universe, the more we realize how much we don't know. Yet, this shouldn't discourage us. Instead, it should ignite our curiosity, fuel our passion for exploration, and inspire us to keep seeking answers. Remember, every discovery, every breakthrough starts with a question. So, let's keep asking, let's keep exploring, for the universe, in all its vastness, continues to inspire curiosity and wonder. So, we've journeyed through space and time, but what does it all mean? As we reach the end of our cosmic voyage, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've discovered. We began by asking the cosmic question, what is the universe? We found that it's a vast, complex, and seemingly infinite expanse of space and time, filled with galaxies, stars, planets, and the mysteries of dark matter and dark energy. Yet, despite its size and complexity, we've seen that the universe can also be simplified and understood. We then delved into the concept of an expanding universe, a notion that might seem counterintuitive, yet it's supported by a wealth of scientific evidence. This expansion is not just a physical phenomenon. It's a testament to the dynamic and ever-evolving nature of the universe itself. We pondered our place in the universe, reminding ourselves of the humbling fact that we are but a tiny speck in the grand cosmic tapestry. Yet, despite our seemingly insignificant size, we've made remarkable strides in understanding and exploring the universe. Looking towards the future, we contemplated the fate of the universe. Will it continue to expand forever, or will it eventually collapse? While we don't have all the answers, we're continually pushing the boundaries of our knowledge and understanding. Indeed, there are many unanswered questions. The universe is a riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an enigma. But isn't that what makes it so fascinating? It's the questions that drive us, that fuel our curiosity and our desire to explore. In our quest to understand the universe, we've uncovered remarkable truths and encountered awe-inspiring mysteries. We've learned that the universe is not just something out there, but it's also a part of us. We are made of stardust, born from the cosmos, and to the cosmos we will return. Though we may be small in the grand scheme of the universe, our ability to understand and explore it is truly vast. So, let's keep asking questions, let's keep exploring, and let's continue our journey through the cosmos. Because the universe is not just a place, it's a story, and we are all part of that story.